Hey guys, welcome back to Geared Forwards. Have you ever found yourself wanting to carry things because they're useful but you don't like the bulk, or maybe how you dress on a day-to-day basis is not really conducive to that? Maybe you don't have a great need but you just want those things to be there, or maybe you just find small things cute. Now, maybe this is the video for you. This is a micro-urban EDC. Here we're just trying to hit some of the core aspects of EDC in a teeny tiny package. So without further ado, let's see what roster we have here. First up we have the knife, and this is an oldie but a goodie. This is the Spyderco Bug. Now this is ridiculously small, but you can still get a 2-finger grip if you're throwing this on keys, or you want to put a little lanyard on there. It gives you a little bit more grip. This is more than enough blade to open mail, open some food packages, a lot of the stuff that you end up needing a sharp edge or point for in your everyday urban life. Now, this is an excellent choice for that. It's, in terms of legality, it's a really small, non-locking blade that, arguably requires 2 hands to open. So legality-wise, if you can carry a knife, period, this is probably going to be okay for you, but always make sure to check with your local laws, be it with a lawyer or a police officer. Now, personally, I've carried a Spyderco Bug range knife for a very long time. One of the first EDC purchases I got as a wee Geared Forwards was I think it was like one of the first things I bought when I turned 18, was a Spyderco Bug set. That's a box, where it had the bug, honeybee, and grasshopper. And I carried the crap out of them. The grasshopper, I think, is just large enough to be a dedicated knife, and then, of course, one of the others got to be a keychain. This, I find, is a little bit too small, personally, but in the spirit of going tiny, I chose it. If I was to, carry something on a regular basis and I wanted it to be small, I would much rather, dedicated knife-wise, go for the honeybee. Now, it's just a little bit more to hold on to, a little bit more knife, but it is still incredibly thin, and it is still very small. Just a size comparison on that. Here is a classic SD. So you can see we come out roughly about the same, maybe a little bit shorter, but obviously you have a much more capable blade. So I recommend either of these options. It's really a size thing. If you want to go small but not quite so micro, the grasshopper is effectively just another size up from this. But that is our knife options. But what if you need to write a note? What if you need to sign a check? Well, then you might need a pen. And whilst I'm a big fan of the O-Pen Mini, it's mini, but it's not micro. That's where this guy comes in. This is the True Utility telescopic pen. And the idea here is that you carry this on a split ring on your keys, and when you need to write, wha-bam! I hope that's not copyrighted by another channel. You have actually a pretty good sized pen. In fact, in terms of overall what you hold to write with, it's actually a good bit longer than the Mini. So this is not the sturdiest of things, nor is it the most comfortable, and you may have to tighten this little collar from time to time. However, it is very much a viable pen for quick little notes. It packs down incredibly small, as you saw, and it's really just, I think, a great option for a mini kit like this. In terms of refill, it effectively just uses generic Bic style inserts like this that are cut down. When you buy one of these, you get a lot of these. So, and this is the first one. I don't write a lot with this pen, as you can imagine. So you don't really need to worry about refills, but if you run out or you find yourself in need of replacing it away from your stash, you can just cut up a Bic and then putting away, nice and simple. You just line it up there and push it back down. The retention is pretty good. I mean, even if this gets pulled, what's going to happen is it's going to extend. It actually takes a good bit more force to actually get that cap off. So this is actually a very practical keychain option. I've seen the Pico pen, I think it's called. I think it might be by the same company, used by quite a lot of people. I'm going to be honest, that never made any sense to me because I think it's roughly the size of this, untelescoped, which if you can have this, you may as well. So this is just a nice little fun one. I don't think comes up very often for people. Lighting wise, it's got to be the imini, hasn't it? So Olight did not invent this concept. I had a similar light that doubled as a lantern years before the imini came out. But effectively, this is a keychain light that you put on your keys, the zip to your jacket or a bag. It's magnetically connected. You pull, and you have a nice little light. I think this is like 10 lumens. It's not a great deal of light, but it is more than enough to see a keyhole, look inside. So say you're doing some electronic repair, you're looking inside of a knife to clean it out. More than enough for that. How this works effectively is there are magnets here that make them connect, and you see that small hole. There is a small rod in there, and effectively when these are together, that rod is pushing this little connection, and that's just breaking the circuit. So what you'll see is there's actually a little bit of give where you don't pull it entirely away, but the rod is out of the body of the flashlight and the connection's made. So you can even have this connected and you can just use it without pulling it off as well. There is a new version of this, which I'll be covering in a video as comparing the two. However, whilst it is better in many ways, comes with USB charging instead of coin cells, it is significantly larger, and we're going for mini here. Now, one bonus item that was not in the beginning, totally not because I forgot, is this little guy. This is a little peanut lighter from Amazon. It's on the smaller size for a peanut lighter. And the peanut lighter is just a little Zippo style. We have a wick going into some wadding. And boom, fire. Now, being so small, that's obviously going to limit the fuel capacity, and it is going to heat up quicker. But if you just need to quickly singe a thread or something, sterilize a needle if you need to lance perhaps a subdermal hematoma in your nail or something like that, or just light a birthday candle, more than enough. Now this is tricky as these items are round and magnetic, but that is my micro EDC with another option. So what do you think? Do you have a collection of mini items like this that you like to carry? How would you carry a small kit like this? Would you do it in a pouch? Would you just slap all of these on your keys, which would fit quite nicely? Let me know in the comment section down below. And whilst you're down there, please hit that like button and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it, and every little helps the channel. Until next time, I've been Paul, and I hope you, yeah, you, have a wonderful day.